Hello and welcome back to All About Community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris and I am your host. When we went to break, I was speaking with Pamela Price, candidate for District Attorney of Alameda County. And I said that we're going to talk for a moment, and we will, about the death penalty. Pamela, I told you already my views on the death penalty. I don't believe in it, and I could go on forever stating why. But since you're the DA to be,
yes.
Why are you against the death penalty?
I'm against the death penalty for a number of reasons. But first I want to say your views are held by the majority of voters in Alameda County. We have bucked the trend of California across Alameda County. Every time we've been asked to vote to abolish the death penalty, we vote yes. We want to stop killing people in the name of the state. And we know that given our current justice system and the inequities in the system, most often people who are sentenced to death or have the death penalty imposed have been black and brown people. And so often.
And then let me ask you a question. What about those that have subsequently been proved through DNA analysis to be absolutely innocent? How do you right. deal with that? You go back and reborn?
Right, exactly. You can't bring them back.
You can't bring them back. They're gone.
You can't bring them back. And that's why, Governor Newsom signed early, one of his first acts was to stop executing people in the name of the state, because the system is so flawed. If you don't have money, if you are black or brown or a minority and you get caught up in the system, you could easily be convicted for something you didn't do.
How many rich folks have you ever seen other than Bill Cosby to be spending time in jail for anything?
No.
The only one I know is Bill Cosby.
Yeah, that's true. No, people get...
They almost had Paul Manafort, but the president, then president, that bomb, what's his name, Trump, pardoned him.
Yeah.
So now you still got poor Bill sitting in jail.
Yeah.
Well, he probably deserves it, but he should deserve also the same rights as everybody else that is who they let out.
Right. We have a double standard.
There's a double standard.
And that's part of our theme of this campaign is no more double standard, that we need to have equity and justice for everyone by the same standard, that we need to be able to, we need a district attorney that will look at every case as if that person, number one, was innocent, because the Constitution says you are presumed innocent until proven guilty, and that will be about trying to figure out and make sure that we're doing justice for people and not just convicting anyone.
And you talk about protecting immigrants.
Yes, sir.
The immigrant communities.
Yes,
what do you mean by that, protecting the immigrants?
Unfortunately, our district attorney's office has a long history of using someone's immigrant status to coerce, once again, to get people to take plea bargains and take deals and plead guilty to things that maybe they didn't do, but at the risk of losing their right to live here or their ability to live here, or to have, contact with ICE. The kinds of plea bargains that were being used for years basically put people in danger of being deported. Those policies have to be completely stopped, and we cannot tolerate any longer any collaboration with ICE. Our voters have said, the people who live in Alameda County, and we're an incredibly diverse county, we want everyone to be able to be here, to be safe, and to know that they're not going to be subject to a different standard of justice because they came from someplace else.
You talk also in your 10-point program about holding police accountable for misconduct. I know that in Elizabeth City, for example, the sheriff's department, I guess, raided this home and killed the brother. Killed the brother before he was even in the house, but while he was in the car, shot in the back of the head. What do you mean by holding police accountable? How do you hold police accountable?
In California, as across the country, our justice system has had a double standard again. So if you're a police officer and you have a badge and a gun and you kill somebody, there's no accountability. The standard is not the same.
Zero accountability.
That's true. And the problem is that district attorneys have worked too closely with police officers and have seen themselves as protectors of officers rather than the person who is responsible, the independent legal advocate for the community that's responsible to ensure public safety, whether it's an individual without a badge or a gun or someone with a badge or a gun. We have a terrible problem in Alameda County of police officers across the county who have basically mishandled situations, have not been well trained or able to or inclined to treat people like they're human beings. And so there's been...
And under your administration as district attorney, I suppose that you will be treating people as human beings, which we all deserve to be treated as a human being. Asking no more, no less. Just treat us as you would a white person. And we know how you treat your white citizens. We just want to be treated the same way. We have to go to break, so don't touch that remote. We will be right back. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris. I am your host, and my guest is Pamela Price, candidate, District Attorney, Alameda County.